Hello, my Scorpio rising besties. Welcome to your May horoscopes. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a list of the most important transits of the month, and then at the end, I'm going to pull a card as advice for the month of May. So let's hop right in. On Monday, May 1st, we have Pluto stationing retrograde, and we also have Mercury cazimi. So first, let's talk about the retrograde. And Pluto will be stationing retrograde in your fourth house. And you might find yourself subtly reevaluating your home and your family life on some level. This is like, hey, it's time to dig deep and face some buried emotions. You could end up transforming your living space or changing family dynamics in some way. So Pluto stationing is all about growth and improvement and not necessarily stirring up any drama, but it's kind of a subtle shift. And then also, same day, Monday, May 1st, we have the Mercury cazimi. Mercury retrograde conjoins the Sun at 11 degrees Taurus. And so you have a Mercury cazimi in your seventh house. And you're going to be a communication superstar in your relationships during this cazimi. This is a perfect time to have important talks with your partner and close friends. You'll find it much easier to express yourself clearly and be more persuasive. Don't be shy, make your move, have meaningful conversations. You might also get some really good downloads about your one-on-one dynamics with people. Okay, Friday, May 5th, we have a lunar eclipse at 14 degrees Scorpio. And this is an eclipse in your first house. So this is all about personal changes. You might feel like shaking things up, maybe trying a new look or shift how you present yourself in some way. This is one of the last eclipses on this axis. So a year ago is when the first ones began. I think it was May that it began. And so these identity shifts that you've been going through for the past year we're tying up the loose ends with this. So taking more steps towards your new self is likely May 1st. People around you will probably notice these changes. May 5th, not May 1st. But yeah, people around you will probably be noticing this. So don't be surprised if you get some attention. There will probably be nothing big, huge that happens Friday, May 5th. Eclipses aren't necessarily like a big event happens on that day. Eclipses are more about the process happening over the next 6 months, which is why I'm talking about last year, because that's when it began. These eclipses on this angle, on this axis. So you might be noticing a few subtle shifts in the same direction that began last year. Besides that, though, the energy is just kind of wonky. It is a Friday. I do not recommend going out for May 5th because eclipses are kind of wild. Although, I mean, they're fun if you're prepared. But yeah, a full moon eclipse in Scorpio, you won't be seeing me out at the bar, that's for sure. If you go, let me know how it goes. All right, Sunday, May 7th, we have Venus entering Cancer. And so Venus will be entering your 9th house. Get ready for some love and adventure. You might find yourself drawn to people from different cultures or different backgrounds. It's a great time, a great few weeks for traveling or for trying to learn something new, enrolling in a new course. Open your heart and your mind to new experiences. Love might even find you where you least expect it. Expect good feelings towards learning, expect good feelings towards travel, and all spiritual matters as well. All right, Sunday, May 14th, Mercury stations direct at 5 degrees Taurus. And as Mercury stations direct in your 7th house, communication in your relationships will majorly improve, and any misunderstandings or miscommunications will definitely start to clear up. It's a great time to finalize agreements, make plans together, or work through any lingering issues. You'll find it a lot easier to listen and empathize with your partner or your bestie or your colleague, creating a much stronger bond. Mercury stationing direct in your 7th house is a breath of fresh air for your relationships, essentially. And then on Tuesday, May 16th, we have my most favoritist aspect of the year, transit of the year, ingress, Jupiter entering Taurus. So Jupiter will be entering your 7th house. Jupiter will be in your 7th house, Taurus, for the next 12 months. And this brings major blessings to your relationship department. You could find yourself getting a lot luckier in love or seeing growth within your existing partnerships. The one thing to be aware of, though, is on the ingress day and maybe a couple days after, around May 16th, when Jupiter enters Taurus, it immediately squares Pluto in Aquarius. So until it passes that square at 0 Aquarius, with Pluto in the mix, there could be some power dynamics that come into play. So just make sure you're keeping things balanced and fair, and you will definitely enjoy this expansive and social energy of Jupiter in Taurus. So, Friday, May 19th, there's a new moon at 28 degrees Taurus, and this is a new moon in your 7th house. It's all about fresh starts within your relationships. Whether you're single or whether you're attached already, it is a chance to hit the reset button and set new intentions with one-on-one interactions. Think about what you really want in a partnership and put those vibes out into the universe. Light a candle for it. It's like planting seeds for future love connections or something like that. All right. Saturday, May 20th, Mars enters Leo. And so Mars will be entering your 10th house, and us Mars ruled folks are really going to like this shit, okay? Mars has been in Cancer, which is not the best vibes for Scorpio risings. We kind of feel like underdogs while Mars is in Cancer, underdog energy. When Mars enters Leo, it's no longer underdog energy. It's boss bitch energy, okay? So you're going to feel the heat in your career or in the roles you take on in life. It is a double-edged sword, though. So you'll have the energy and the drive to make things happen, but you might also face some challenges and confrontations, which luckily you have the energy for. So stay focused, stand your ground. Remember, you got what it takes to succeed. Keep plodding along. You'll definitely have a lot more activity towards your career. And with more activity comes challenges sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, last thing I want to talk about. Sunday, May 21st, Gemini season begins. So this is your 8th house season. The sun enters your 8th house, and this shines a light on deep, intimate matters. You might find yourself more interested in exploring your emotions or your financial connections. It's also a great time to handle any shared resources type issues, like investments, debts, taxes, negotiations. Use this Gemini season to build trust and to strengthen bonds with who you want to be close with. So those are the main events for the month. Let's see what the card has to say for May. Oh, how exciting. You got the World card. So the advice for this card is reminding you that you are a brilliant success. It reminds you that you have the freedom to go in any direction. It's also the final major card, 21. So it's also talking about a journey that is now completing, and moving forward from. So the World, it wants you to remember that you have the freedom to go in any direction. And here's you, beautiful fairy Scorpio, on your card. All right. Thank you so much for being here. If you want some more astrology stuff, you can go ahead and check the link in the description. Check my website. I do weekly horoscopes. I do monthly horoscopes. And I also have a Discord community that is active with really cool people talking about mysticism, tarot, astrology, magic, all fun things. So join us if you're not already there. And I will see you next time.